Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is petplatypus here, and it's time to talk about the next couple episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. What are we on, 13 and 14 now? This episode was definitely mixed for me. Wow. So, we get Yusuke versus Rando, and what Rando starts off doing is... Well, first of all, I just want to point out that there's like this retarded animation error where his tattoo and his hair, like the colors don't go right throughout the entire episode. It's not just a couple times. That was a little weird. But anyways, he traps Yusuke in this fucking like Majin Buu gum type shit, and he just starts swinging him around and slamming him through trees, and it's, you know, it's cool and everything. He hangs him up, he summons up these fish to eat Yusuke. And then he tries out the spirit gun, and I'm like, why are you all surprised? The spirit gun doesn't seem that complex, but I guess it's, you know, something you'd have to learn. He's able to do it pretty quickly. And he fires it, destroys a tree. He fires it again, and it's like this big explosion, and all it does is break a branch to knock Yusuke into the water, which was okay, and whatever. I mean, it's kind of weird that it had such a large radius of design and everything, but Yusuke goes in the water, and all hope seems lost. Yusuke thinks he's going to die again. And what happens? Kuwabara is just able to send his soul out to Yusuke, give him a pep talk, and I guess a little bit of power. And Yusuke blows away the fish, and he's able to fire one more spirit gun. This... Kuwabara, like, since when, bro? Since when could you just suddenly shoot your spirit out of your mouth and give people power like that? I know you're spiritually aware, but this doesn't make any sense. Kuwabara should not know how to do something like this. It's just it's weird. There's no proper explanation either. He just gives him power by sending his soul out or whatever. It's just really, really awkwardly done. I wasn't really a fan of that. The power-up itself was okay. At first I thought Yusuke just got a power-up from hearing Kuwabara talk to him, and I was like, oh my god, no. But no, he did give him power. Rando says he gave him power, but he blows away the fish. And he comes out of the swamp in a different spot. He shoots a spirit gun, and then they have a spirit gun mini clash. But Yusuke wins. But you're thinking, why would he win if Rando's like way stronger? But Yusuke says if you use the spirit gun too much, it'll, you know, not work right or whatever. Which is an okay explanation, I guess. But I don't know. Just how strong is the fucking spirit gun? Like, it just takes people out in one shot. Like, Rando is like, fuck, that hurt a lot, I can barely do anything. I'm like, you suck! What? Master of 99 arts of like all this crazy shit, and one spirit gun is like night-night for you? You're just like, oh fuck, no. Damn, I can't, my back, it hurts. Like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously? So then he's gonna shrink Yusuke, and then crush him that way. But apparently the chant has to be heard by the person you're using it on, and if it doesn't work, then it'll shrink the user, which he didn't know because he stole the technique and he has not mastered it. He does not know all the specifics to it. Which is, you know, that's fine and everything. That makes sense. And then Yusuke does like this epic elbow drop, and Yusuke wins the fight, and Genkai wouldn't jump in because it would be wrong or some shit. Like, I'm gonna pass my teachings on to whoever, doesn't matter if they're evil. And I'm like, you're stupid. Like, wow, Genkai's an idiot. That was retarded. That made no sense. You put everybody, like, ever on Earth in jeopardy because I'm gonna pass my techniques down to whoever. Like, you're an idiot. That was so stupid. She should have just stepped in. And this guy could have been a way more powerful villain, and him and her... I mean, Genkai could still, like, totally fuck him over if she wanted to, but, I mean, it just... Having Yusuke win the fight, it just doesn't... It could have gone down differently, in my opinion. And the whole soul transfer power-up thing, Kuwabara should not know how to do that. At least not, you know, if it has explanation, then fine, but it really didn't, and I thought Genkai was stupid. So, it's a very mixed episode. The animation was fine, nothing special for this episode. Little brief instances looked pretty good, but overall the animation was just kind of decent. My dog's going to try and burst into my room, I can tell. Like I heard outside. But, yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of wrap this up pretty quick. I thought it was a decent episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. It has its ups. You know, Yusuke coming out of the other part of the swamp. Little spirit gun clash was cool. Rando getting shrunk in the elbow drop, that was cool too. And now Yusuke's going to learn from Genkai. And it seems like the arc is probably over at this point. We're going to move on to something else, which is cool. And it'll be cool to see Yusuke train and learn and, you know, use the spirit gun more than once a day without, you know, getting power-ups from Kuwabara or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was a decent episode, 6.5, but Genkai was an idiot, and the whole spirit transfer thing just really didn't make any sense to me, so yeah, I'll give it like a 6.5. It was a decent episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. Wish it could have been better, but I don't hate it, and I don't hate the series because of it. It's just, I thought it was a weaker episode that needed better explanation, but yeah. Decent episode, 6.5, and now I'll talk about episode 14. Okay, you guys, so episode 14 of Yu Yu Hakusho. This was a way better episode in, like, every way. First of all, I just want to get this out of the way. The animation in this episode was very good. Like, I don't know what they did, but, like, the detail, the movement, everything looked really nice in this episode. That shotgun was beastly, and the whole episode had really nice animation, so I don't know what the hell was up with that, but it'd be nice if it stayed like this, but, I don't know. If it was just this for this one episode, I understand, because, you know, it costs a lot of money and all that shit, but, this was good animation. It's always been, like, good, but this is, like, especially better for some reason. Yeah, but the overall plot is, you got Yusuke, he comes back from his training for 6 months, so we got a 6-month time skip. That's, you know, cool, whatever. So yeah, so now he has new moves, which we get to see one, like I said before, but it's him, it's Kuwabara, it's Keiko, they're hanging out. They're still keeping it a secret from Keiko, which I just think is kind of dumb. Like, she's a really close friend. I'm sure she could keep it a secret. It just seems weird, but, yeah. What ends up happening is Yusuke gets called in for an assignment. Well, first they get mugged by these albino motherfuckers. That's where he uses the shotgun, which is really badass. Yeah, so they get mugged by them, they beat their asses, and then Botan shows up, takes down this last dude, this fucking total green dude in the trench coat on some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit. Botan takes him out, and she's, like, wearing this weird, like, sexy biker outfit. I have no idea why. I mean, it's not, like, all fan service or anything. It's just, it's a weird outfit for her to wear. It's so not casual. But anyways, she takes him out and tells him about how these 4 demon dudes are trapped inside of this place. They can't leave, but they're able to unleash these bugs with this, like, flute or whistle or whatever. And because of that flute or whistle or whatever, the bugs can go around and infect people and cause mass rioting and shit. And they're like, well, we'll turn off the bugs if you let us out. So it's an interesting setup. What they're going to do is send in a small team in order to take them out, which is, so far, it was just going to be Yusuke, but then Kuwabara joins them, which, again, they're keeping it a secret from Kuwabara, and it's like, you just said all that shit in front of him. You're a dumbass. Like, if you're trying to keep it a secret, you just failed, but Kuwabara was funny when he's like, I have a sword. That was hilarious. But yeah, Kuwabara joins them. He's awesome in this episode. And what ends up happening is they fight these fucking zombie Jawas. And the zombie Jawas are getting the better of them, even though I don't think they should be, because he could have probably used his sword. I don't know if he still has that thing that he was holding on to before, but yeah. Could have used the sword. Yusuke could have used a shotgun on them, but whatever. It's a chance for them to get saved by Hiei and Kurama. The whole fucking gang is finally together. And it's cool to see them together. Maybe that's why the episode has special animation, because the whole team is in this episode, but it was funny watching Kuwabara try to hit Hiei, and he just dodges really quick. But yeah, overall, and there were little back and forths when they were arguing and shit, that was kind of funny too, but they end up going inside the castle, and this eyeball, very fucking creepy eyeball, shows up, and he's like, well, you're gonna have to betray each other, and the ceiling drops, they have to hold it up, and I'm like, well, there's an opening, so couldn't you kind of, like, inch your way towards it? But I guess maybe it's too heavy to start moving while holding it up, but one of them's going to have to betray the other, and it seems like Hiei's probably going to do it, but he'll probably end up saving them. You know, the whole thing about, you know, oh, you know, if you guys die, I'm not going to be able to do this job by myself, so I'll let you live, that kind of bullshit, but it was definitely a very enjoyable episode. I liked the dialogue a lot. I thought it was funny. It had great animation compared to the rest of the series. It was cool seeing the whole gang together. We're in a new story arc, so things are moving nice and quickly. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really enjoyable episode. I'll probably give it like a 7.5. It was a good episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. There's some character progression, not really character development, but there's progression on, you know, Yusuke's abilities. Kurama and Hiei are back. We'll probably get development from them. Maybe. Probably Hiei more than Kurama, actually. And then we have you know, a new story arc. So, I mean, there is a little bit of story progression. There's a little bit of everything on all the fronts. I think the standout point of this episode is the fucking animation, though. It is just way better than the other episodes. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but I thought this animation was way better than the previous episodes. But anyways, I'll give it a 7.5. I thought it was a good episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.